Hammertime.
What's up everyone, welcome back to another Hammertime video. Today we're going to be doing a review on this Boxmaster Tools detail tool from D-Way. Stay tuned and let's jump right in. Alright, so to start off, this is a completely honest review. All the videos on my channel, the reviews are all completely honest. So let's start with some specs. So this is a 5/8 of an inch wide detail tool, and it's got two different ends. These are double-ended, so it has a detail end that is rounded. You can see here, it is rounded at the point here. It still has a very sharp point. The other end, however, has straight sides. So you get the versatility of two tools in one tool. And then there's also this hole here you probably have noticed, and that is part of the heat treating process. So it is not an issue, but it also doubles as something you could use and put a nail in the wall and just hang it. So not a bad thing to have. So these tools are not made of M42 like the rest of the D-Way line of products. The Boxmaster tools are made out of M2, high-speed steel. And the M2 steel is heat treated the same way as they treat the M42, which makes it almost identical to M42 steel. And M2 actually rolls a better burr apparently, so it actually works out a lot better. So overall, that's not a huge concern, and it's actually a benefit. Now, let's go ahead and I'll show you just a little bit how these work, and before that, we're gonna show you how you sharpen them. Okay, so to sharpen the detail tool, you're gonna want to do the exact same thing for all the rest of the Boxmaster tools. Same setup. You're gonna want to use the little jig that comes with it to set the wheel, the platform to the right angle. And I'm doing an upside down grind, so I'm actually putting the tool upside down to do the primary bevel here. And you can do it right side up as well, but I think it rolls a better burr if you pull it downwards, and the wheel's gonna pull the burr downwards on the tool, creating a more aggressive burr, so it just makes kind of a little bit more sense. So you're gonna set this on here, and you're gonna roll it back and forth, taking care to stop at the tip, otherwise you'll grind off the tip. And then do the same for the other side, and then you flip the tool around and do the same. This side's straight, so you just kind of bring it back and forth, and it makes it really easy. So we're going to turn the grinder on and I'll show you how to do that. So here's the straight side. Just roll it back and forth. We're already really sharp there, so let's do the other side. Okay, yeah, that's very sharp there. And we'll do this side here. This one you're going to kind of want to rock it back and forth. And it only takes maybe one or two passes. Very easy. Oh yeah, that one's got a big burr already. That tip's nice and sharp. Okay, so to do the top bevel, which you only need to do every now and then, you're going to use the jig and you set it upside down again, and you're going to set it up here. So you're going to go like that, and it's going to create the top bevel. You only have to do that every now and then when you start to see it getting really small, but when you do that, it's very simple. Just run it back and forth along the top, and that's super simple. And then you can also get a better burr by actually using a little tiny Dremel bit. Here's the little container it comes in. It's an 1/8 inch Dremel bit. These are about 10 bucks at Home Depot or Lowe's. Or you can just find them on Amazon. And they're these little carbide Dremel bits, and there's these burrs on this end. You make a little handle and you insert the burr end into the handle. And then this carbide end here, the shank is carbide, so you can roll it along the edge of the tool here and raise a hook on the edge of the tool, and it creates a little bit more aggressive action here. So when you do it though, don't set it, line it up with the bevel, and then raise it up a couple degrees, and you'll get that nice aggressive burr. So let's go ahead and take these over to the lathe. Okay, so I have the detail tool here, and I also have this this 8-inch handle here. It's a D-Way handle, and it's got a quick change knob, and all you have to do is slide the tool in, lock it in. Super simple. I highly recommend you getting this if you decide to purchase one of these tools or these tools, and I'll leave links to it all down below. So we're going to actually do a couple things here in the inside, and this has a little rounded edge, so I'll show you I'll just kind of scrape the inside here. I have the tool rest just barely above center, helps me keep on center here, and it works actually better for these tools. And also, The speed is running about 34 to 3800 RPM here. You run it normally as fast as your lathe can go, and these tools work best, but only turn as fast as you feel comfortable with. So the other thing about the negative rake angle here is if I turn the lathe on right now and I touch it to the other side, it's not catching. If you did that with a regular scraper, it would rip your piece up. It would be very dangerous. This really eliminates the danger, so it actually makes a really safe tool. So here on the other side, works much better. You can do really fine detail passes and stuff. Maybe if you wanted to do beads, it's really good for that. And like I can make a whole bunch of beads out of this, and I can really just clean this up really quickly by using the side of this. Very, very easy to do that. And even pointier end works better for doing the detail thing. I can really even hog out material. That's not really what the tool's designed for. It's something you could do. So let's go ahead and I'll switch it to some face grain here, some side grain. I'll do a couple of passes here. I actually just made a bunch of beads, and it's really easy to do that, and it's almost foolproof. And I actually have a little shot here I want to show you. You can actually stab this thing in to the wood, and it won't actually catch. And I could seriously go and plunge it in like that, and I'm not catching. I'm actually stalling the lathe. Like if I just push that in, I'm not gonna catch. Even if I flip it around and use the pointier side, if I try and catch, it's probably not going to be able to even be possible. No, I'm just stalling my lathe. I'll start with this end here, which is the straight end here. I'll just move across this, round it off. And that's a super glassy finish. The other thing you could do to shape a curve like that is use a skew chisel, and this one's still pretty sharp, and do a planing cut like this, or it'd make like a pummel, right? And you come in here, and it's rather, I have a tendency to catch it. I have a tendency to catch going in like this, so I try and avoid doing that. Now you could also come in and just scrape it like this, and get that surface finish. And if you compare that surface finish to the one left by the scraper, there's not a huge difference, but this is considerably rougher, kind of on the outside edge. For whatever reason, it didn't smooth out as nice, but this one is smooth all the way around. I just think that it's much easier to use for doing that sort of thing over a skew chisel, as a lot of people are somewhat intimidated by a skew, and the other end can also be used, and it's just rounded, so you have that ability. That's leaving a very nice surface. That's one of the best things you can do with these tools, just kind of refine the outside curves here. Really useful for that. Alright guys, so what's my final opinion on the Boxmaster Tools Detail Tool? Well, overall, it's a really great tool. You can stick it straight into the wood and it won't catch. It's a huge plus. I have this other detail tool here. It's just a spear point. Same idea though. You got the point on the end, and you can stick this straight into the wood and you're probably gonna end up going like this, because it's just gonna tear apart the wood. It's not gonna work because it doesn't have that negative rake angle. If you were to grind a tool with a negative rake angle, that would greatly improve it, but you're really gonna want some good steel, and the way it's heat treated, the D-Way ones, you're definitely gonna want that. So I definitely recommend this one over something like this carbon steel tool. It's a huge difference. So overall, it works really great. It's great for refining stuff, and you can actually do a little bit of tenon work with this. Although there is a specific lid and tenon tool made by Boxmaster Tools also, and that's specifically designed for that. But if you don't have that, this will also help cover that. But this is perfect for doing little detail beads and that sort of thing. Overall though, I really like it. It works really great. So I'll leave links to everything down in the description below. And if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. And until next time guys, happy building.